Want to tell you about a couple of exciting things that we've added. As you know, when somebody clicks on your Book Online Reserve Now, whichever button you're using, and the first thing they see is on their little wizard is the number of players, so they can put in 12 players or however many. Then it pops up the calendar, and the calendar, then they pick the day that they want to have their event. Then it will show the available packages. So for that one, we have 2 available packages. But it is also possible that they can choose to look by packages instead, and then each package will have its own little calendar, and those are the days that particular event is available. So we could have a scenario event here that they didn't see because it didn't happen to be on that particular day, or maybe it was something on another month, whatever the case is. So what we have is a choice now, so you can default either people seeing it by package or by calendar, and it's really your choice, whichever way you prefer. So if you go into your admin panel and you click on Settings, Registration, you will see that one of the choices is the default calendar, and you can choose to have it default to the package list. So now if I save that, now we will go back and we shall take a look at what happens when somebody books now. Book Online Reserve Now. How many players do you have? I have 12. Then they hit Continue, and then it will take them to the packages. Okay, so now they'll see all the different packages you have. Then they can choose the day they want and then book now, and there we go. So now that's a lot of fun. We have one other thing that's fun. Let's suppose that you had a particular day, you have a big event coming up, and it's going to be in June. You're going to have a scenario on the 28th, and you want a link to send people to that particular package on that particular day. There is now a way to do that. So what you do, follow along here, you go to your admin panel. You go to Settings, Registration, Available Dates. So here's our calendar. You go to the date that you want. You will see, before we jump to that date, let's just take a look at this. We'll see that if we mouse over any one of the days, it tells us what package is on that day. So you can do private events on this particular day, and there is on the 27th, here's private events, scenario, and standard package. And you'll see not only do we have the edit and delete, so if I didn't want to offer a private event on that day, I could delete it, but also here's a new thing we have, it's direct link. So if I sit here and I go to June and I look at the 28th, here's a scenario event, I can make a direct link to that scenario event. And if I click on that, here is the link that goes directly to that. So you can see it's going to your site and the default ASP and then ID equals and a number. That number is that particular day and scenario. So if you want to run this link on your Facebook page, on your web page, in an email, whatever, and say click here to go to our scenario event on that day, when somebody books in now, you'll see that it doesn't take them to the choice of the packages. It already knows that based on that link, and it is taking them to 6/28 to that scenario event, and our scenario event has a starting time of 10 or 10. Those are your choices. So there's the way that thing works. So if you want to set a direct link now, you now have that ability in your admin screen. Okay. Hope you enjoy that. We'll talk to you soon.